losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff. But
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.
Hey, sir. You already know what time it is, man. My name is Rashad Milligan. This is Road to 5K Subs. This is a very, very early stream because I already know after the national championship game, I'm going to be tired. You see, I got my pajama pants in the shot. I didn't even realize that until I went live. But hey, we're here now. It is what it is. You know what I mean? But okay, first things first. Geno. So UConn came right on home to Stores, Connecticut, and they went right to partying, man. The party never ends. The party never stops. Rest in peace, Juice WRLD. Shouts out. But yeah, they went right to the shade. Right to the shade. UConn feeling good about themselves. And I ain't going to lie. They have a good point because, like I said, everybody wrote off UConn. I wrote off UConn. Everybody was like, the UConn days are over. You know, we're on it. We're in the South Carolina era now, and we're moving forward with college basketball. You don't know who's going to win. Like, South Carolina might be competing at the end, but you don't know. UConn wins another one. The Candace Parker curse was a thing that I made fun of and alluded to a lot on this channel, and, you know, they get another one. So I feel like after all that talk and doubt, you know, Geno's 71 now, so it's definitely people who are like, oh, he's old, he's washed, he's this, he's that. It's definitely you know what I'm saying, just say I think you have the right to pop it a little bit. So in today's parade or return to campus in Stores, Connecticut at UConn, Geno said the same things in a lot of his interviews. I think I saw Good Morning America this morning where he said, you know, I woke up feeling the same this morning. You know, whether I have 11 or 12, it's not that big of a difference. For someone like Paige, I know she woke up feeling, you know, a whole nother person, like a whole like great thing and things of that sort, right? So he's been kind of continuing along with this thing of like at this point of his career, probably after 10, it doesn't matter how many national championships he has to his name. It's all about his players and the ones who are getting championships through there. So like he said, he went and counted up all the players, all the alumni who were celebrating and stuff. And he was like, okay, this player's got one. Jim Rosati's got one. This person's got one. This person's got two. This person has three. This person has four. And he said if we were to put everybody on a bus right now, everybody wouldn't even get on the bus. The players with one championship, they would be at the back of the bus. And he said most other places, if you win one national championship, they build a statue for you outside of the building. Here, they won't even let you get in the front of the bus. So you know, he was seeing some of the former players on the bus after yesterday's game and stuff like that, and that's how that happened. So I say all this to go to South Carolina. This was obviously shade to South Carolina and Asia Wilson. Asia Wilson's the one with the statue in front of the CLA up there in Columbia. And it's a beautiful statue. It's great, big and everything like that, larger than life. And it's just really cool touch to South Carolina because Asia and women's basketball really runs basketball up there in South Carolina. You know, Dawn has really just transformed that program and everything like that. And it all started with, because Dawn was there for a few years before Asia Wilson, but Asia Wilson's really the player, the centerpiece that represented the birth of South Carolina's national championship run and being a prestigious college basketball program, especially on the women's side of things. And, you know, even though Aaliyah just has one, right? Aaliyah has one, but Raven has two. And I think Breezy Hall has two because she was there for both of them, for Aaliyah's one and then for Camilla's one. So, you know what I'm saying? So even though South Carolina players now, some of them, the vets and stuff like that, the seniors this past year have two, all in all, it goes to the player with the one, because without the one, you don't get the two and all those things. Shout out to Caribou, by the way. Side note. But yeah, man. Huge shade by Geno, but like I said, man, folks have been talking crazy about UConn for a little minute. Even UConn fans, we was having discussions all night on the phone and stuff like that about this from UConn fans and everything. And even UConn fans doubted UConn before the season. I don't know if you guys remember, but like AZ and Paige went on the world tour last year. Were in the summer in the off season where they went to the U.S. Open, they went to the soccer game, they went to the MLB All-Star. They were not the MLB All-Star, the WNBA All-Star game. You know, Paige was doing overtime elite. She doing this. She in Miami. She in Divvy here. And it was like she was on magazine covers, and it's like, man, okay, now focus. Like y'all ain't won nothing. You know, they being celebrated like they champs, and they ain't won nothing. So UConn fans were doubting that the team was focused enough to win a championship this title. So UConn fans were doubting UConn. Other fans were doubting UConn that they'd be able to get it done. I know a lot of people probably looking just in general like, are they even going to be able to stay healthy? Yes, they have the talent to win with 3 number ones and everything like that, but are they going to be able to stay healthy? You can never trust if someone's going to be healthy until they're all healthy. It's the same thing with in the NBA where people talk about Zion or Ben Simmons. It's like, okay, yeah, we know what they can do when they're healthy and they're fully available. Joel Embiid, all those guys, people in that umbrella. And they're like, but can they spend a whole season healthy, because we haven't seen it yet? That's the exact same thing it was with this particular UConn group in the Page and AZ era. And they did it, man. They proved everybody wrong. So I feel like once you prove everybody wrong in something like that and you win a championship, a natty, you can pop it as much as you want, you know what I'm saying? And I know this one feels special for Geno. I know this one feels special for CD and the rest of the staff, because this wasn't, just saying, just another day in the office. This was something they really had to fight for. They lost and lost and lost. And bad break after bad break after bad break. Everybody's getting hurt. The NIL era, the transfer portal. LSU built a super team last year. You know what I'm saying? Like, these were the things that they were going up against, and they came out on top in the storm of it, in the midst of it. And so I think this one means a lot for UConn. And you have to salute it, you have to respect it. And when they pop it, you just take it, you watch it, you say, okay, bet. I bet Dawn is watching this. She's saying, okay, bet. Say that. You know what I'm saying? And she's gonna go back to the drawing board, and she's gonna figure out a way to come back bigger and better than ever next season. You know what I'm saying? So that's competitiveness. That's sports. It just is what it is. I'm trying to think of what else. A lot of people are talking about, South Carolina, they just played their best players more. I don't know what happens next season, man. If you add Tanaya Latson in the mix, okay, what does the starting lineup look like? Do you start late? Does it look like Lay Latson in the backcourt, and then who else? Joyce is at the 4, obviously. And then Chloe Kitts got another year, right? I would guess so. I know she started early her freshman year. She started spring semester her freshman year. But if you put Chloe Kitts at the 5, if she has another, Ashlyn Watkins is coming back. My bad. Okay, so say you put Ashlyn Watkins at the 5, right? Then you have Joyce Edwards at the 4. See, you could put Lay at the 3 if you wanted to, just on the wing as a wing scoring option. And then at the 2, Tanaya Latson. And then as your point, I guess Ravens, since Ravens coming back, that's your 5. I think that's a good 5, bro. That's a really good 5 with Chloe Kitts coming off the bench. That's a really good 5. And but she's gonna have to play her superstars and kind of go away from the selfless system and minutes restriction and kind of going by classification and everything. You're just gonna have to go with your best players, because they obviously ain't do that at UConn. And you seen what Sarah Strong get the impact she had. They don't win that national championship, I don't think, without Sarah Strong and the games that she had during the regular season and in the NCAA tournament. So it's just something to consider. But yeah, this is shade for sure, 100% from Geno to UConn. I mean, to South Carolina, to Asia Wilson and to Dawn Staley, but they deserve it, bro. Like, people have been talking crazy about UConn since like 2016. So, hey, pop it. E71, you know what I mean? Go ahead, let it all out. Also, I wanted to bring up this stat, because it was just a stat when I first saw the Asia Wilson statue that I was like, oh man, that's crazy. And it's really cool. It was something that Dawn Staley brought up a lot when she was like, made the determining factor to build it, especially so young for Asia Wilson. In the United States, statues depicting women constitute a small percentage of public statues honoring historical figures, with the estimates around 394 out of 5,193 statues, or less than 8%, are of women. That is insane, bro. I know in Atlanta, we just unveiled a couple years ago the Zornono Clayton statue, and like somewhere around downtown Atlanta. It's kind of like off of Peachtree a little bit. kind of over there and stuff. And yeah, man, I don't know if Atlanta has another like female figure statue or anything like that, in Atlanta. And that's Atlanta, is the home of the civil rights era, the King MLK Museum and everything like that, the MLK Center, all these streets named after civil rights leaders. And I think it's only Zernona Clayton who has a statue as a woman in the city, and they just got that one like 2 years ago. So, South Carolina giving Asia, you don't want to discredit it. While what Geno said was funny, you don't want to discredit what Asia Wilson's statue means to South Carolina, that fan base, women's basketball, women's sports in general, and the Gamecocks and everything like that. So, 100% shout out to Asia Wilson, shout out to South Carolina. But at the same time, you do what you want when you're popping, man. They won twice by 30 this year when everybody was healthy. It's the first time Paige and AZ were both healthy against South Carolina in this, and they blew them out both times, man. It's just some facts are the facts. So that's it, man. All right, next scene.
That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
We can't ask Rashad a question.
Hey, Rashad.